Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Wfso Elimination Chamber. Just talking to people on Twitch, just a little bit of what's going on, and going to talk about. You might as well say later on today, Elimination Chamber is going to be on 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, kind of like big difference from there. So I think what they said on, I think was on there. I think it's like it'll be 7 p.m. where they at, but it'll be kind of like let's see, let's get this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 8 hours away. Show since they didn't have a pre-show. I don't know if this one's gonna have one. If it does, maybe like have like a match somewhere. I had somebody face somewhere different. Like maybe they have like a different person to fight. So let's get on with the match. This has been added this week. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. Miz had not been on a good winning streak. But then he had both Ray and Dominic like both guests on his show, and you know he just had to beat The Miz and play his hand. So that's we got started with a few. Dominique did face him, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I think The Miz won. So this will be interesting. So these two haven't fought each other in a long time. I think it was early last decade. The last time they fought, it was for the WWE Championship, and Ray won. So yeah, this was like kind of different. But who should I think should win? Yeah, this is a trick question because I don't know because it could be any one of them. So I don't know. That they making like a point to picking like who's gonna win it or. But Miz been on the like I said, he been on a losing streak, so he needs to win this one. So I think the Miz will win this match. As for this next match, Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss in the Falls Count Anywhere match, there'll be something they could do like something big and different with this match if they want to. So because I don't think you can have having like a big like Falls Count Anywhere match in Saudi Arabia like all the other matches they had. So this will be kind of different. They should do something different about it. But this kind of like started with I think around Royal Rumble time. Thinking that's like how it started and all the way no from day one pay per view. I'm sorry, it was the day one pay per view. But I knew it kind of started like a little bit before the Royal Rumble. Just couldn't think of it at the time. So yeah, it was the day one pay per view they had. Um, but who should win? But I think it's an easy, obvious choice because they kind of set up for Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin to face off. So I think that's what they're gonna do with that. So I think Drew McIntyre is gonna win, but then again, Happy Corbin can interfere if he wants to in this match. So then you're gonna see a lot of that. And so most likely, I would just say that yeah, that Drew's gonna win, but they're gonna this is gonna be crazy. They gotta make it crazy or something for it to be like saying just make it good. Um, this right here, I'm looking at the not the network, but we know there's no more 205 live, but they do not have which kind of sucks. Like, it's probably gonna say their latest episode, but they don't have. Oops. Yeah, that's it. Kind of sucks because they don't have the NXT level up thing on here, unless you gotta wait till later on to see it, which really kind of sucks. So I you know just get out of there and let's see and watch something. But back to this match. Like I said, Drew McIntyre should win this match, and I think he will because they just using like Matt Moss, kind of stall time for them when they get up to like WrestleMania because and like how they're gonna like do it this long and it ain't no pay-per-view in March, of course. So yeah. Um the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, the Usos versus Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders got to end up with the number one contender. They end up winning the number one contenders match. There's been like a bit force like back and forth. Um, who I think should win. It'd be good to see off the Usos' hands, so I think they hold it long enough, but that's not going to happen right now. Um, I would like Viking Raiders to win. That's what I want, but most likely it's going to be the Usos is going to retain, unless they're going to do a switcheroo, which who knows, it might happen. Um, Elimination Chamber match for the opportunity for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. So there's Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Doudrop, BASH. Let's see. Darn it. I said Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, BASH, Doudrop. Yeah, I knew it was somebody else, but oh, okay, good. I can look back on that. Liv Morgan. That's what I forgot. Liv Morgan. I don't know why she was, so like it got so bad that I just forgot like who she was. Because I guess they had her like in a women's title picture and like doing a little bit of this and that with her, and yeah, so most likely they do need to do something with her. That's just my thing that they need to do something more with Liv and all that stuff. And the surprise entrant that was been announced on this past Monday on Raw was Alexa Bliss. So it's them six. Um, I know some people think it's kind of like a giveaway, like who's going to win, but I know there's a lot of people that want like Bianca Belair to win, so they can have kind of like a rematch with Becky Lynch. But that would be something. But then again, you putting like Bianca Belair through these loopholes and stuff like that for her not to have her stay away from the title. Which you have her like lose it to Becky Lynch, challenge Charlotte and loss, and challenge Becky Lynch again. But yeah, it's just been weird, and there's all these other loopholes that she's passing. So yeah, um, I think Alexa Bliss is going to win because what they do with some people's returns, especially if they think they like a big star and stuff like that. Not saying she isn't, but Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I think Alexa Bliss gonna win because it'll be a new face going against Becky Lynch. I think they faced before, but this has been the times they've been on SmackDown. So I don't think they didn't face that much when they was like on Raw or whatever. But yeah, so I think that'd be a good thing to see. So I'm going for Alexa Bliss to win this match. If I get proven wrong and Bianca Belair wins it, then that's good too. So I'm just saying, don't be surprised if she does end up winning. Um, a women's tag team match: Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville versus Ronda Rousey and Naomi, which they added the stipulation on this one that Rousey must compete with one arm tied behind her back, which this is a good way to make her strong and make it seems like she's gonna be, like they said, one of the baddest divas in the one of the baddest women on the planet. That's their motto. So why not? So most likely, I think that her and Naomi is gonna win this match, but I think if they want to do a swirl, they have Charlotte and Sonya win it. But I guess if you want to make the challenger strong, you do Rousey and Naomi to win it. But we'll see. Um, so I say Rousey and Naomi will win. Walgreens Championship match with Becky Lynch versus Lita. Lita made the challenge and Becky Lynch accepted. And especially what they did with the contract signing this past Monday. Yeah, it's like Becky Lynch was like on another level, like not like up there, but like kind of down because she's facing one of her team heroes. And like I said, this will be a good match to see. Do I think Lita will win it? No, because they saving up for a bigger plan for her at WrestleMania for whoever wins that women's elimination chamber match. Because we already know who's gonna face each other for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. We know that already. But yeah, Becky Lynch and Lita. I'm going with Becky Lynch to win. We'd like to see Lita win it, but they may not have her win it right now. But maybe they'll have a match for her like at WrestleMania, like to see what she's gonna do or whatever. But we'll see. Um, Universal Championship Reigns, Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. Good to put them in the way. Have Roman Reigns face Goldberg, like at least somebody before he ended up facing like Brock at WrestleMania for the Universal title. So this dude's got like a couple of, like situations that could be masked up with the Elimination Chamber for Raw and for the WWE Championship and for this match with Goldberg and Roman Reigns. So you do have like possibilities. Like, will Goldberg be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns and Brock and Roman? No, and Brock and let's just say Brock wins the WWE Championship at Elimination Chamber, and Brooke Goldberg wins the Universal title. Them two like facing off again at WrestleMania. I know they have a WrestleMania match before. It'll be like a title for title. So in case that happens, so that's another scenario that they could do with that. But back to like Goldberg and Reigns. Like it's just lots of things that's going on. Like with Goldberg's, like apparently this will be his last match on the contract but I don't know if they're gonna re-sign him for another matches or stuff like that because like there's still like a lot of matches, well not a lot, but some matches that he could Goldberg had win against. But like it was a good one with him and Lashley. That was a good one angle to go with. And of course you saw the feud with it like him and Brock, so that was good. Um, but this sucks that this and Roman Reigns just seems like it's gonna be just a one time thing. And don't forget like the Usos can interfere too. So it would be cool to see Goldberg win, the Universal title one more time. But it would be good to like see him win the WWE title. So that would have been very cool to see him do. Well, hopefully, maybe in the near future that they'll probably will do that. But if they resign him or something like that. But anyways, I think Roman Reigns most likely is going to win this match, so he's going to retain and set up for the big matchup with Brock and Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. So yeah, that's from that. It's just from this scenario and also the storyline that's going with it. So that's the only thing that would probably make sense if like Roman Reigns still keep it and all the way up to WrestleMania and maybe lose it to Brock. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I'm going with Roman Reigns to win his match against Goldberg with light interference from the Usos. Now for the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship, you got Austin Theory, you got AJ Styles, you got Bobby Lashley, you got Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and Riddle. For I think it's for Theory, um, Brock, and Riddle. I think it's their first Elimination Chamber match. I think Bobby, this is. I think this is his. I'm not sure if this is first or is this second. I'm not sure yet. Well, although AJ Styles has been in one, of course Seth Rollins had been in one, but yeah, after the Royal Rumble, Brock had one of his rematches, but Adam Pierce had a better idea that had like more people and put them all in the chamber to fight for the title. Like I said, it's one of the scenarios like with the Universal title that I'm saying like I already mentioned like if Brock wins like the Elimination Chamber and leaves with the WWE title and face Roman Reigns for the Universal title, it'll be title for title. But I don't think they're gonna do like a combination of the two titles. But they put but that scenario is put in place that maybe that could happen. But like I know I was wrong before with the Royal Rumble, thinking like, oh, AJ Styles gonna win and probably would challenge like whoever was holding the WWE title, which was Brock at the time. But then again, I was like, oh crap, they already faced. Or it could be because everybody know who originally was supposed to win the Royal Rumble, and that was Riddle. But they changed plans, and I guess they want to make the story more interesting with Bobby and Brock at the Royal Rumble, and you know, um, yeah, this is gonna. Well, I'm not saying this is gonna be like a easy, like a hard choice because it really isn't. Because I don't think they don't want the storyline of Brock winning the WWE title, then end up winning the Universal title, being excuse me, Roman Reigns for it, and have like the title like kind of like hostage because it won't be defended that much. Excuse me. So I think that's what they're not going to do. I know he signed for like certain amount of matches, which I think was like 8 matches in total he supposed to have. So one was with Roman Reigns. Two was with it was supposed to be with Roman Reigns again, but it ended up being he ended up in that fatal 5 way for the WWE title and ended up winning that. Three, he of course went against Lashley and lost. This is his fourth match right now with this Elimination Chamber. So I guess he got like 4 more matches to go. So, but I could be wrong. It could be like 8 or 10 matches. But I know he limited to like certain amount of matches, but not. But he can show up and like make appearances and stuff like that. But it's like on his contract, it's like a certain amount of matches that he be able to do to like end the contract. But just looking at the card and stuff, just thinking like, but I shouldn't have said that because I said it's not a hard choice. You should like lastly retain and do like a number one contendership like the later on Raw for like who gets to face the WWE champion. But it all depends like on the final two. Like if let's just say the final two would be Bobby Lashley and maybe AJ Styles. So I think they didn't face each other in the WWE, but I think they have in. I'm not sure, but I think they have in TNA. I'm not sure, but that would be like a first time ever for Bobby face AJ Styles, or the person that was supposed to win the Royal Rumble in the first place was is Riddle, maybe Bobby Lashley versus Riddle for WrestleMania. It's like any of these possibilities are like out there for them to do, and we'll see. So I'm going with Lashley to retain the WWE title and win it. I think Brock will end up getting eliminated like before that final person. That's just my thinking of it, but we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, that is it for this Elimination Chamber. No Surrender, the Impact Wrestling's pay per view is on today as well, but most of us get to see it through Impact Plus or on their YouTube channel. So either one of them you get to see it on there. But we will talk about that. I should be back on here within like about 10 minutes, give or take, just to talk about that pay per view. And hopefully, like I said, give me 10 minutes on Twitch. I will be right back to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about the Bucks game before the All-Star break versus 76ers. So it got kind of ugly in the end and during the game. So we're going to talk about that too. So keep following me on Twitter, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. And then for you guys, I know I gotta brush it along, but like I said, just give me about 10 minutes, and yeah, so be like 10 minutes, and I'll be back on here just to talk about the No Surrender pay per view that Impact is having later on tonight. So yeah, 2 pay-per-views in one day. That'd be interesting, but like give it a like. Also, subscribe to our channel. You want to look at like wrestling stuff, and also with excuse me, with Milwaukee Bucks. This will be a channel for you. But until the next video, I'll be back on here in 10 minutes, and